Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Life with Spike. So, the previous episode, I took my car into the shop to get fixed because it was broken. And when I got it back, it was kind of fixed, I guess. So, it still didn't feel right to me, so I pushed her a little hard. So, going back to begin with, I threw a P0300 code on the car, which was a random misfire on random cylinders. The mechanic came back to me with a half an hour fee and said that the spark plugs were loose. Okay, cool. So got the car back. It kind of worked, kind of didn't. So drove her around a little bit and then realized there was still something wrong with it. And then I was thinking, like, when was the last time this thing actually had a tune-up? So I didn't actually look in the documents to see whether or not we did throw new spark plugs in it recently or not. So I decided I'm just gonna throw some brand new spark plugs in it. And just before I decided that I was going to throw new spark plugs in her, she threw a P0302 spark plug, which was a failure on cylinder 3 or something like that. Don't quote me on that, could be wrong. So one of the spark plugs is bad in the car. So we're gonna pop out the coil pack and put some new spark plugs in her. I thought she was gonna be difficult, but turns out you just pop a cover off, 2 bolts, pop the spark plugs out, pop the new ones in, and good to go. So I decided I'm just gonna let it cool down for a little bit, and now we're gonna get started. First things first, we're gonna pop this coil pack off.
Remove the 2 bolts, set them off to the side so you don't lose them.
So I think that is supposed to be out. And then you press down here, and then this should slide out. Oh, the whole metal piece comes off too, okay. And then this should just slide up like that. Good to go. Yeah, I can see it's like oil and residue inside it, and these ones are mostly clean. So I'm guessing that one's a spark plug that went bad. Yeah, I think they're done. Now I know everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, you didn't gap it, but these are brand new, and they do come with gap protectors, so they should be pretty gapped. So that's the new one. That's the old one. Pretty cool. I don't feel like cross-threading my engine, so I'm gonna hand thread it. .24 foot-pounds. That one wasn't even tight. This is the bad one. This is the one that barely works, eh? Let's see what she looks like. She wasn't even tight at all. So the guys at the shop probably like how much force do you actually, yeah, like that's not a lot of force, I guess. That wasn't even tight at all. Jeez. and that's be done. I did it to 22 foot-pounds, the spark plugs, because that's what I was told, and then I looked it up and it was actually 18, so I over-tightened the spark plugs a little bit, but you're supposed to turn them a quarter or 16th of a turn or something like that according to the specs. So those are in. I put the ignition coil pack back on. I didn't really tighten them too much because I don't want to over-tighten those as well. And put the cover back on. Let's see if she starts up. So I wanted to go check the code reader, and this is what she says. Cylinder 3 misfire detected, which that's the one we're going to clear. And now we have a new one, which is ignition coil C primary secondary circuit malfunction. So that's where we're at, 353. Erase. Yes. Key off. Key on. Press enter. So cylinder 3 misfire again, and 353. So I think the ignition coil pack is done. And it's plugged in properly, so it's not like I missed a step. It's not like you can put it in backwards. Off to the store to buy some more parts for the car. See you in a second. Okay, so I ripped down to this Lordco, picked up a new coil pack. Let's pop this baby in, see if it works. Oh, immediately I see what the problem is. Right there. There's a bunch of gunk stuck in the way. Same with this one. I don't know if you can see that, but inside there's a piece of metal and that's supposed to make contact with the top of the spark plug. So it didn't fail, but the connections aren't being made properly. Okay. I see. This should probably easily solve the problem. All the voices in my head getting louder. They told me not to tell you, but they're itching for the powder. Got that blurry vision, see. Well, so far it's good. The codes are still there, so I'm gonna take her for a rip down the road, clear them again, and see if they come back up, because she runs good, she sounds right. So I'm just gonna go wash my hands and go for a little ride. So this is the second day. I thought I'd come out here. I did some research on YouTube, and apparently it might be a permanent code and I can't clear it, and I don't know how. It says to do a driving cycle, which means to let it cool down completely and then start it up and then go for a drive and then come back. So maybe I will go for a drive a little bit later. It's not flashing, so that's good. It doesn't stutter. It's still got tons of power. I don't know why the light is still on, but apparently it might have something to do with like having your vehicle inspected and clearing codes so it doesn't pass emissions, etc. And you can't clear them unless you drive so and so kilometers I don't know all that details. I just know that there could be something going on with a drive cycle. And I've scrolled through everything I can on the code reader and I can't seem to figure it out. Could be a wiring issue. But if she runs good, so I'm just gonna leave it for now. If it's still like this in a day or two, maybe I will take it to a shop and have them look at it. But anyways, guys, if you like what you're watching, please like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate it so much. Hit the bell notification icon so you guys get notifications every time I do upload videos. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace out, guys.